My father gave the family business to my lazy brother instead of me. He destroyed it and still said I wasn't worthy because I'm a woman. The business was never just my father's. Not really. From the time I was 19, it became my life. While my brother slept until noon, I was opening the office at 7. While he partied, I was handling suppliers, payroll, contracts, and clients who only trusted us because I answered their calls. I learned everything: accounting, negotiations, logistics, not because I was promised anything, but because someone had to keep the business alive. My brother was always finding himself. That's what my father said whenever he disappeared for weeks. Finding himself in bars, in women who didn't know his last name, in expensive habits he never paid for. My father covered his debts. I covered the work. Everyone assumed I would take over one day. Clients said it. Employees said it. Even my brother joked about it, laughing as he asked me for money again. But when my father got sick, everything changed. He called a family meeting and announced that the business would go to my brother. Just like that. No discussion. No explanation at first. I sat there stunned, waiting for him to say it was a joke. He didn't. When I finally asked why, his answer crushed something in me that never fully healed. He said, calmly, that I was reliable but not a leader. That clients respect men more. That business is a man's world. And then the sentence that still echoes in my head. You're a woman. Don't interfere in men's affairs. I didn't cry in front of him. I nodded. I left. For the first few months after the transfer, I stayed. I told myself I was staying for the employees. For the legacy. For the family. My brother became the official owner, and immediately everything started falling apart. He stopped showing up on time. Then he stopped showing up at all. He hired friends who knew nothing. He fired people who questioned him. Company money paid for nightlife, vacations, women whose names changed every week. The books became a mess. Suppliers started calling me again, not him, asking when they'd be paid. I warned my father. More than once. Each time, he brushed me off. He said my brother just needed time. He said I was exaggerating. He said I was emotional. Then the salaries were late. Then the taxes weren't paid. Then the first major client walked away. I finally confronted my brother directly. I told him he was destroying everything. He laughed and told me to relax, that there was plenty of money. That night, he posted photos from a club, champagne bottles lined up like trophies. 6 months later, the business was bleeding. Only then did my father call me into his office. He looked tired. Smaller. He asked if I could help temporarily. Not take over. Just fix things quietly. I asked him one question. If I saved the business, would he acknowledge that I was capable? He didn't answer. He just said, don't get ideas. That was the moment I understood something very clearly. No matter how competent I was, no matter how much I sacrificed, I would never be enough for him, because I was his daughter, not his son. So I didn't help. I resigned that same week. Within 3 months, the business collapsed. Debts surfaced. Lawsuits followed. Employees scattered. My brother vanished the moment consequences arrived. My father tried to call me daily. I didn't answer. When we finally spoke, he didn't apologize. He said he never thought it would get this bad. He said maybe I should have stepped in anyway. For the family. I told him something I had never said out loud before. I told him that family doesn't mean sacrificing your dignity to prove a point to someone who already decided your worth at birth. I built my own company 2 years later. Smaller. Cleaner. Mine. Clients followed me. So did people who respected me. I never asked my father for validation again. Last I heard, my brother still blames everyone but himself. And my father still believes he was right, even with nothing left to show for it.